Palm Harbor Homes, your home.
We've come down onto the floor itself to take a look at the construction process, kind of up close and personal. You can hear all that noisy banging in the background, and that's someone using a nail gun who's installing what we call the rodent protection. You'll see when homes are built inside a factory and shipped on a frame, that if we didn't put some sort of bottom board of protection, all that insulation that the associate in the distance is beginning to blow into the floor. And I can tell by the amount of insulation that he's blowing in, that's a green product that we're putting in, which means that it's a recycled cellulose insulation that's going to be in the R38 to R40 factor if it's built to an Earth Advantage or Energy Star energy certification. It's rodent proof, it's insect proof, it's fireproof, and it completely seals the floor cavity so that no air infiltration. You ever been in a home where you open up the sink cavity and all that cold air kind of comes out through the sink cavity? That's because it doesn't have a sealed and insulated floor system. And you can tell by the dexterity of the individual that's walking across the floor joist, this is not the first time he's done this. You and I wouldn't want to try this, we'd be watching our feet. So he's blowing in cellulose insulation that when he's finished, they'll go by and smooth it off and clean it off with push boards across the top to even it out, and then they'll get it ready to install the decking material itself. When we were up looking from a distance earlier today, you could see this floor under construction. It's 2x8 floor system. You'll see a lot of folks in our industry build to a 2x6 construction. This is either standard or available on any house that we build. We use a sealed and tested duct system. That silver box that you see in there running from one end of the house to the other is a graduated, sealed, and tested insulated duct system. Because we put that in our product, if you're locating your home in Oregon, you qualify for an Oregon tax rebate on the duct system that's in this home. There are a lot of manufacturers that don't take, and why that's important to you is that your energy bill just costs less. You really do get more home for your money in a Palm Harbor home. You can see across the way that they put some bad insulation. These are plumbing lines. This is a PEX system. It's one of the new sophisticated cold and hot water line supply systems in the industry. The orange means it's hot water, the blue means that it's cold water. And you can see by looking at it that the system in the distance, those are the main supply lines, these are the risers for the bathrooms. That's all brass fitting systems that are located in the PEX, and they're using a locking clamp system to secure the brass to the PEX. Currently, at least to the best of my knowledge, Palm Harbor is the only manufacturer in this industry that uses locking clamp systems with their brass, and what that means to you is double the warranty from any other manufacturer on the total system, because the supplier has confidence that if it's installed with anything less, then they can't warranty it to the level that they can in a Palm Harbor product. Just another example of how we go the extra mile when we build a house, because we're not interested in building a product that meets the minimum requirements. There are suppliers that do that and build homes for what we refer to as entry-level products, first-time home buyer, let's say. So they build to the minimum standards and requirements of the code. Palm Harbor's a custom builder that builds at value pricing.
Palm Harbor Homes, your